Get 'em up with the back row.
Hey all, Justin from Social Paintball here. Just checking in with you before I check out. I'm gonna be heading back home to Maine, and had a wonderful time at NPPL Chicago / Living Legends 4, playing all this weekend. So this was my first big scenario game and first game I've had to travel to outside the state of Maine. Really interesting experience. It's very nice having a hybrid event that has both the NPPL tournament going on as well as a scenario event. You really get most bang for your buck, if you will, for paintball. And being in a remote area, as I'm from, that's really important because it costs a lot to get here. I think it might be a once-in-a-lifetime kind of trip, and I definitely feel like I got my money's worth and packed a whole lot of what I wanted to do into one kind of life experience for myself. So definitely don't have any regrets. On the NPPL side, I actually spent the extra $40, went up to the VIP, and spent Friday there. It was definitely worth it. I highly recommend it. They had beer up there. They had scantily dressed women in kilts serving me beer, so that was great. All the pro players are very courteous, very kind. I'm an older guy, so for what that's worth, I think most people get a little more respect when they're a little bit older, but still I'd say they're all just great guys. They're right into the game, no matter who's playing. Watching them, I sat right up there with Team Dynasty, and good bunch of guys. Some of them said hi. I didn't bother them, but the key is they weren't at work right then. Not really, because the VIP kind of separates them from that a little bit, so people aren't fanboying them constantly, and they look like they're really having a great time there. The Living Legends side, I had a great time myself. You'll see more of my player experiences in the videos and stuff, and I'll talk to you more about that. But in general, all the personalities that I ran into, they're just great guys that you'd want to have at your local outlaw field like we play at. I think what happens with some of them is there's a lot of history because, let's face it, paintball can turn into business real quick, and money can ruin your fun. And becoming a professional at anything means you're basically selling something that you love and that you're good at in exchange for money. It becomes work. So I think that's the hang-up with a lot of them, with each other, and with events and things like that, is that they've had some negative experiences on the business side. But personally, they're all great guys. They're very personable, very approachable. At least that's my experience. Again, I'm an older guy, so I know how it can be. I saw a lot of Living Legends, especially of doing some good things for the younger generation, just handing them some of the prizes directly. You see their faces light up for a spider or tipman. You just made their, month or year or whatever being handed directly from Piper or somebody right to a player. But we all have that same feeling inside of us, older. I think we connect with that when we see the younger players getting it. And it's something we should encourage, and I think it is encouraged, at least what I saw at these events, to really connect, get those younger players in playing, and make sure they have a good experience, and hopefully set some good role models in as many ways as we can while still being ourselves. I know I tend to swear a lot out on the woods. It's just a bad habit I picked up in Maine. So we all have our bad habits, bad tendencies. Some of us become businessmen, and we got business stuff going on, and we might forget when somebody comes up to us. I think everyone I met, all of us, we're all kids at heart, man. We all have feelings no matter how old we get, how manly we need to act. We're human beings, and I think for the most part everyone kind of gets that in paintball. They treat each other as human beings. Regarding the play side, well, I'm going to take you through some games. Oh my gosh, the chaos. It's such a big, it took me a while to adjust. Some of you know I'm part of Tech PB in terms of I'm a chat moderator, so I actually played on their scenario team this weekend. Spent a lot of time with them, great experience. They really get it, and they are definitely players. of the game. Tech PB Mike brought up the whole USF team, and they played in the tournament as well as the scenario. And he had a whole bus full of them, so he really stood behind his word, got them up here. They all had a blast. They were talking smack. They were shooting a lot of paint. And we got a brief interview with them. And I think you'll see that's the kind of thing we want to see, where, you know, the older players are helping the younger players come in and have a great experience. Willie, Tech PV Willie actually won the VIP. Dealing with tanks was a new item for me. I had to charge at a tank and shoot at it. A lot of walking. Walking. I mentioned walking. Through without heat stroke or anything like that. Made sure I stayed hydrated. So definitely learned that's a key. You can see why some of these players play the way they do. They're not very aggressive because they know they get shut out. They got basically 20 minutes of walking to get back into play, not including maybe airing up and getting some paint. So no matter if it was Tech BB, Wolf, Blues Crew, the Hellions, any team or a group or a business I ran into, all very welcoming people. So keep that in mind as you're playing paintball, as you're going through life. Live it to its fullest. Help others. Be nice. Be polite. And smile. So I'm definitely got a smile on my face. Going to turn into a frown because I got to go home. Take care all. And we'll see you again soon.